Can you briefly tell us about your company, IndexUniverse?
Sure. IndexUniverse, the short way to describe us is the central independent player in the ETF industry. We also run the largest ETF conferences in the world, and we have the corollary publications here in Europe. We also run a data and analytics business out of our San Francisco office, which has been hugely successful.
How would you say the European ETF market is evolving compared to what happened in the US?
Well, there have been enormous changes that I've seen since I've been in the ETF business in the US. So I remember the very first conference that I spoke at about ETFs. It was a room of something like 800 advisors, and I asked them, how many people here have invested in an ETF? There were 2 hands in this room. Now it's something, if I asked that same room the same question, it would be the vast majority of the audience who's invested in ETFs. I think Europe right now is in that same place in its history for ETFs. So I think in a few years, you will have a massive billions and billions of dollars of new retail market here in Europe. And we think that there's a great opportunity to drive that business in Europe.
What services does your company offer to those people who are interested in investing in ETFs?
So we're really excited to work with Web Financial Group on putting together a series of products for the banks and brokers, as well as financial media here in Europe. So basically what we're putting together is an ETF finder, ETF educational materials, webinars, events, a whole range of things built around the ETF educational experience.
And lastly, what can you tell us about the meeting you had with Spanish banks?
Sure. We had a great meeting with mostly representatives from Spanish banks. We had a great discussion about what the product would look like for them, actually incorporating finders onto their website and coming up with a suite of services that would service their end clients.